Speaking in the Classroom by Mia, Sabia, Holly and
Hello,
Martin.
our video is based on the challenges in the speaking aspect of children's literature.
There are many problems within this aspect, predominantly the dilemma of the underconfident child. I personally would like to challenge this stereotype that to assess children in their ability and comfort to speak in class is fully necessary. The national curriculum shows the statutory requirements of the spoken language strand of years 1 to 6. Targets include gain, maintain and monitor the interests of listeners, and articulate and justify answers, arguments and opinions, just to name a few. It's common in schools to see an individual child or a small group of children presenting to the class and their peers. I believe for a child who is uncomfortable with speaking, this is an extremely daunting and frightening matter. All the requirements, I believe, can be done without this threat.
Do you think this is inclusive learning?
Yes, I do, because although a child isn't progressing verbally, their needs are being met, as would another child in another subject area.
Brown suggests that oral language skills helps with children's thinking.
Cave and cooperative learning structures may be more effective teaching strategy for this spoken strand of the curriculum because children can communicate on a smaller scale rather than in whole class situations. For example, mixed ability group discussions in which everyone has a role, is accountable and works together for the same purpose. Slavin states that cooperative learning improves social understanding and increases motivation. However, it is important to note that cooperative learning depends upon the willingness of the pupils to work together and the classroom ethos.
Dialogic teaching. Exploratory talk.
The ICANN report suggests creating communication supportive environments, which I believe is fundamental in promoting children's language skills and confidence.
So are you saying that if an underconfident child works in a small group, they will eventually become more confident over time?
I believe it's impractical to put a quiet child into a quick fix scheme. However, I do believe by constant exposure to varying speaking activities, their general input will improve within class. This does not have to be in the curriculum sense of forcing them into performing a poster presentation or a book reading or show and tell simply to tick off some boxes in assessment. There are many cross-curricular ways that can be used, such as the use of music or drama. By providing activities that still offer speaking opportunities, such as singing songs, playing a small role, you as the teacher can gradually sow the seed for that child speaking, and over time they will begin to come more out of their shell. As well as teachers providing different opportunities, it is also crucial for parents to provide constant conversational triggers. A child's primary socialisation, when they are only with their parents, greatly affects what level they will be at when they get to school, and from personal experience and observations, it's the children whose parents obviously engage their children at home with rich conversations that have the higher level of speaking already. Linked to this level of input from parents and teachers is the theory of Mikrowski. He noted that those who were punished for talking too much in school or at home at a young age would come to expect negative outcomes from communicating. As a result, when required to speak to others, they would experience fear and would subsequently avoid future speaking situations. Daly and Friedrich also found that an atmosphere of encouragement and reward for communication at home or in class at a younger age directly affected the amount of communication in an adult life.
Do you think that this will always be the case in terms of Mikrowski's theory?
As with all areas of education, I don't believe there's a right formula. All you can do is adapt your methods to suit the needs of the individual learner.
I do not see that there is a problem though with a child not coming out of their shell. The primary school is the paramount agency that prepares and nourishes children for society. There is a clear divide between the introverts and extroverts, both significant and valuable members. However, their manner and characteristics may have the potential to limit them in social situations. Despite this, Cain argues, people who are naturally introverted are capable of great achievement. A child who is naturally introverted may have difficulty socialising with their peers. They may shy away from the spotlight during whole class reading or class time talk, but this does not mean that they are any less competent than their respective peers. Instead of undermining them due to their lack of speech, we must celebrate their achievements and consider ways in which we can cautiously assist them in developing their confidence.
How would you assess a child against the requirements who is not showing any evidence against those requirements?
Because they are not speaking openly does not necessarily mean they are not willing to show evidence for assessment. Instead, we can consider alternative ways of assessing the child's knowledge in areas that they are more comfortable with. Informal assessment methods can be used to make it a less daunting experience.
I have seen this in practice where a mute child spoke only at playtimes and was academically achieving. My class teacher's strategy in addressing this issue involved teaching team-building activities to establish friendships with this child and her peers. Team-building activities can help socially marginalised pupils become more recognised by their peer group.
How successful do you think this method was in building the child's confidence?
It was effective as the mute child began to speak to their talk partner more often, increasing their confidence in class. We have only covered a small aspect of the speaking strand of the curriculum, and through our discussion, many other questions have arisen. Thank you for listening.